Gareth Edwards, this might just be your masterpiece because I just saw The Creator, the next big, bold, sweeping sci-fi epic starring John David Washington from Christopher Nolan's Tenet. And this has been one of my most anticipated movies of the year ever since that first official teaser came out, and it finally hit theaters this week. I got to see it, and it's everything you would want from a sci-fi movie. The set pieces are large, big, bold, and huge in size and scope, and it has some fantastic action sequences. But at its heart, it's a heartfelt story about an adopted father and daughter, and that's what I really loved about this movie. It took something as huge as AI taking over the world. I know bad timing with the actor strikes going on right now, but no one's gonna go, hey, that movie has some robots taking over the world. I'm not gonna go see it because it's bad timing. No one says that. No average moviegoer does that. So it's really unfortunate that more people aren't checking this one out. But they took something as big as robots and AI taking over the planet into something personal and human. And that's masterful writing there. I want to address the fact that this movie was made in a budget under $85 million. And it looks better than all of The Flash and pretty much every other sci-fi movie this year. I mean, that is so low compared to other movies of this caliber. It's genuinely wildly impressive that they were able to pull off something as huge as this in under such a small budget. I mean, look at other comic book movies, look at other sci-fi movies, look at Star Wars movies, and this movie has some of the best cinematography and cinematic visuals of the entire year. Like, it's wild what they were able to do with such a small budget. And now, this movie's not perfect. It's not even close to being perfect, but for what it was going for, it delivered and then some. By perfect, I don't mean that some elements about the emotional relationship felt a bit underdeveloped, and it tried hitting you with a whole rock at the end, a rock of emotions, and though they hit, they weren't nearly as good as things that happened previously in the film, if that makes sense. If you see the movie, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Hans Zimmer is the GOAT of composing film soundtracks and scores. He was in this movie, but I don't know if it's because Dune Part 2 was also coming out. He was doing that and The Creator, and he paid more attention to Dune, but his score in this didn't seem as oomph-filled, if that makes sense. Just, it didn't seem as fantastic as his other scores, and I don't know if that's because of Dune Part 2, but it felt a bit underwhelming. It's still great because it's Hans Zimmer, but it could have been something far better, if that makes sense. I really do hope this film succeeds at the box office because it is incredible what they were able to do here. Incredible, but it's looking very unlikely due to there being no buzz at all for this film. I don't even know how many views this video is going to get because of no one talking about this movie. And it's really unfortunate because original sci-fi movies not connected to any franchise or any previously established IP is what we need in this day and age. This was incredible, and I really need more of this. John David Washington is great in his role, and he adds the strong emotion and sequences that need it. And just, wow, it humanized AI in a way that I never expected them to do, and it's fantastic what they were able to do here. The writing is great, the dialogue is fantastic, the emotions hit, the action is incredible and dopamine-inducing. It's overall just a fantastic horror. Well, I was about to say horror. I mean, Halloween's coming out, that's probably why. Fantastic sci-fi film, and one of the best of the year, if not the best. I'd give this a 9 out of 10. Go check this